Julian Draxler to Arsenal in a swap deal for Matty Guendouzi, and also Arsenal are still tracking the midfield maestro from France, Hassim Aouar. But we get into the details. But before we do so, I just like to invite my first time viewers to hit that subscribe button, like, share, and also check my description below for the link to Gears Plus, who provides the quality gears. They're the sponsor for our shows today. It's the real deal, guys. You can check them out on Instagram at gears.plus. The link will be in my description so you can check it out and order your gears there, and it will be delivered. Top customer service, top quality, I can assure you. But enough of that. Straight into the details. Julian Draxler offered to Arsenal. How hilarious this is. Not in the sense that he's not a top player. He is a top player. But remember 2013, 2014, when Arsenal wanted Draxler, when we need Draxler, we did not get Draxler at that time. Every day the transfer window, it was all about Julian Draxler, which that did not come through. And now Draxler. Well, he's just 26 years old, but I think he has not lived up to the expectations that most people had of him in his early years at Schalke, making his debut at just 17-year-old. He was this wonder kid from Germany. While I just think that his career has hit a dip, and it's not the type of player that Arsenal are looking for right now, to be honest. We're focused on Hassim Aouar and Thomas Partey, and we're trying to get the funds and generate all the funds possible to complete these two signings of Hassim Aouar and also Thomas Partey. So this Julian Draxler to Arsenal deal I can't see happening, and I'm not saying I would be totally dissatisfied if it should happen, but at the moment we're focused on Thomas Partey and Hassim Aouar, which I think are two quality players, and if we have those two players, I don't think we need Julian Draxler in our team. He will just not fit in. We have Danny Ceballos in the midfield and so on. So Julian Draxler, I can't see that happening. I can be wrong. I'm not a part of the board, but I'm just saying I can't see it happening, and I wouldn't want it to happen unless we can't get Hassim Aouar. Then he should be like our last resort option if we can't get Hassim Aouar, in my opinion. So I can't see that happening for Julian Draxler to Arsenal. And also to talk a bit about Hassim Aouar at the moment, we are very interested seeing when reports came out from Fabrizio Romano. And yes, I mentioned about Fabrizio Romano a lot because he's like the Lionel Messi of the transfer. He's like the LeBron James of the transfer. He is so reliable, so credible. So I really make most quotes from um, Fabrizio Romano. So you'll hear me talk about Fabrizio Romano a lot. And this was what Fabrizio Romano said. Arsenal board are convinced that Hassim Aouar is a real top player. The Frenchman would love to move to the Premier League, but after refusing Guendouzi as a part of the negotiation, Leon don't want to accept any swap deal. Price tag 60 million, and there has been no new bids from Arsenal. So that was said by Fabrizio Romano. And as we know, Arsenal is the only team in the Premier League at the moment really showing a strong interest in Hassim Aouar. Earlier, Man City was showing an interest. I think Man City has dropped that interest now for some reason. I'm not sure. But Arsenal are still in for Hassim Aouar, still trying to get the signature from the French maestro. And he was linked with Juventus earlier. Juventus has dropped completely out of the race. They are not interested in Hassim Aouar anymore. So that just leaves Arsenal FC to go ahead, get the money, and make the signing. And I read a report just earlier this morning that Arsenal are ready to bid 55 million for Hassim Aouar. I'm not sure how reliable this is, but as I see it out there, I have to bring it to you guys. I have to report it to you guys. So it said that Arsenal are ready to make a new bid of 55 million. So we'll see how that goes. And for some strange reason, I think this transfer is another one that will run all the way down until the end of the transfer window. So remember, the window closes on October the 5th. So we have a lot of time to see what will happen. And also, our captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has agreed to sign a new 3-year deal worth 275 thousand euros a week, and that's a massive wage. Only person in the club getting above that right now is Mesut Ozil, and Mesut Ozil is on his way out at the end of this season. I can't see anything different happening for Ozil at the end of this season, so that will just leave Aubameyang being the highest paid at the club. He will be the highest paid at the club under Mikel Arteta. Remember, those higher wages was given to Ozil by Arsene Wenger back in 2017, I should think. Yes, so that is that for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I think the deal will be announced sometime in a few days. Reports as suggested. And moving on along to Thomas Partey. Despite increasing interest around Asim Awar, Thomas Partey deal is still on, and Arsenal are looking to get the Ghanaian signature by the end of this transfer window. As I reported earlier in my previous videos, he wants to come to Arsenal. He wants to join Arsenal. Personal terms with the club and the player has met. It's just between Atletico and Arsenal to actually reach to an agreement. So I think talks are still in to that one, and I think those are the only two signings Arsenal are really looking to cash in on for this transfer window. And also outgoings. I think Socrates is almost out, if not out by now. He's on his way to Napoli on a free transfer, so that allows him to go over there again and negotiate high wages or even equal wages that he was on at Arsenal. I think he was on around 120,000 a week at Arsenal. So getting Socrates off the wage bills is a plus for Arsenal, so we can look to generate funds into another transfer as mentioned earlier. And also outgoing, Lucas Torreira is on his way to Italy. I think it's either Sampdoria or Fiorentina, the two clubs who are actually fighting for the Uruguayan signature. Remember, he used to play over there earlier before he moved to Arsenal, so he's no stranger to over there, and they love him over there. He's highly rated, so we can look forward to get that deal done and raise some more funds to get our main transfer targets out of the way. Yeah, so now we'll stop there regarding to the transfer for today, because I want to get into a bit of scores prediction for the weekend games. So the weekend games coming up. Scores prediction. First game of it to be Fulham FC versus Arsenal FC, and I have that to finish at 3-0 in favor of Arsenal. I couldn't go any other way. I'm an Arsenal fan. Every prediction you'll hear me predicting Arsenal to win. That's just it. I can't bet against my team. I will not do it. So for me, it's a 3-0 victory to Arsenal. And for Crystal Southampton, this is a kind of tricky fixtures. Not really sure what each team has to offer, but I think I'm edging towards the side of Southampton. For some reason, I think there are some behind the scenes things going on at Crystal Palace from Wolves Zaha incident, and I think things are just not settled at the club at the moment. So as for that, I will have Southampton by a 1-goal. Liverpool versus Leeds at Anfield. Come on, we can't expect Leeds, new Premier League comers, to go to the Anfield and win. The Anfield is the most buzzing stadiums I've heard by players who have played there before, so I can't see Leeds going to Liverpool Anfield and getting a point. So my prediction for that score is 3-1. I think Liverpool will concede 1 goal, but they will be in total dominance of the game, and they'll come out 3-1 winners in the end. And as for West Brom versus Leicester City, I think Leicester City will win, just win though by 1 goal. It will be a close game in my estimation. Not close in possession, where I think Leicester will dominate in possession, but I think West Brom will hit on the counter attack, and I think they'll cause some problem to Leicester. However, I think Leicester will win by 2 goals to 1. And also West Ham versus Newcastle. I have Newcastle to win this game by a goal to 1. Tottenham Everton, one of the big games on the day. Can't say the biggest game on the day. Everton has really made some good signings. Everton has a renewed midfield with the core, the Colombian international James Rodriguez, and I think Everton, Richarlison up top. Once they can find the right chemistry under Carlo Ancelotti, they'll have a good season. And now I have this game to finish in a 1-1 draw. Yeah, because it's been played at White Hart Lane. I think Liverpool, Tottenham will get a point. I don't think Justin Marino will lose 3 points at his home. So, well, not to Everton at the beginning of the season. I just don't see it happening. And for Sheffield United versus Wolves, I have Wolves to win by a goal to 1. And Chelsea Brighton. Chelsea with all the new signings, very exciting front three, very exciting midfield, a lot of new signings. But I still think that they have a lot of work to get done, and I'm seeing Chelsea winning this game by 4 goals to 2. I think Brighton will score 2 goals. For some reason, I don't think the chemistry of the Chelsea team will start clicking on the first day. We know there are some top individual player, but as a team, do they have what it takes to go on and be dominant forces in their first season or in just at the beginning of the season? I just don't see it happening. So I think Kepa, their keeper, is really below par to my evaluation. He's a bit below par, so that's the next factor to take into consideration. Thiago Silva is 36, so he's a bit old. Premier League is a fast-paced league. This is not the French league, this is not the Spanish league, this is English league. It's fast-paced, and I don't think Thiago